Welcome all. In today's video, we are going to discuss addressing modes of 8051 microcontroller. First of all, we'll see format of instruction in 8051 microcontroller. If instruction is associated with one operand, the format is instruction followed by the operand. The operand is an parameter on which instruction will perform the operation. If instruction is associated with more than one operand, the instruction format is always instruction followed by the destination operand, comma, source operand. Now we will discuss what are different possible operands in 8051 instruction set. The operand can be accumulator register A, register B, data pointer register DPTR. Similarly, operand can be any register from the register bank. These registers are R0 to R7. This group of registers R0 to R7 can be represented as a Rn in the instruction set. The operands can be indirect addressing pointers represented by @R0 and R1. Register R0 and R1 can be used as an address pointer. These two address pointers can be represented as @RI in the instruction set. Operands can be direct address. These direct address are nothing but RAM memory address having the range 00H to the 7FH. Also, this direct address can be SFR registers having address 80H to the FFH. And operands can be direct data in the instructions. This direct data always start with the hash symbol. Now, coming to the main point of discussion, that is addressing modes of 8051 microcontroller. In 8051, CPU can access data in a various ways. This data could be present in a register or in a memory, or it is provided as an immediate value. These various ways of accessing data are called as the addressing modes in a 8051 microcontroller. 8051 microcontroller provides 5 total addressing modes. These addressing modes are immediate addressing mode, register addressing mode, direct addressing mode, register indirect addressing mode, and indexed addressing mode. We will discuss all these addressing modes in detail one by one with example. First addressing mode is immediate addressing mode. In this addressing mode, source operand is constant value. This constant is specified in the instruction itself rather than in the register or any memory location. Immediate data must be preceded by hash symbol. This addressing mode can be used to load the information into any of the registers, including the DPTR register. This mode is also used to send the data on the ports. Let's see example of immediate addressing mode. We have seen the instruction format, instruction followed by the destination operand, comma, source operand. In immediate addressing mode, the destination operand is always an register. A register could be accumulator register, register B, DPTR register, or any register from R0 to R7. And source operand is always hash data. For example, suppose initially we are having accumulator with the data 35H. Now we want to load the immediate value into the accumulator 25. To load this immediate value into the accumulator, we have to use the instruction move a comma hash 25H. Now if you compare this instruction with the instruction format, move is an instruction, accumulator is an destination operand, and hash 25H is a source operand. So whenever this instruction is executed, the immediate data is copied into the accumulator and accumulator will get the value 25H. Similarly, we can have few more examples of immediate addressing mode as move R4, hash 62H. After execution of this instruction, the immediate value 62H is loaded into the R4 register. Move dptr, hash 2F34H. Now here dptr is a 16-bit register, so we are moving 16-bit value into the dptr register. Move p1, hash 20H. So this instruction will send immediate value 20H on a port register P1. So always remember that in immediate addressing mode, the immediate data is always an source operand, that is nothing but hash data, and register is an destination operand. Next addressing mode is register addressing mode. The register addressing mode involves information transfer between the registers. Register addressing mode transfers the information between accumulator and one of the registers between R0 to R7. Now, if we consider the instruction format, in register addressing mode, both source and destination operands are always registers. These registers are accumulator and any register R0 to R7. Let's see example of register addressing mode. Suppose initially accumulator is having the value 35H and register R0 is having the value 25H. If we execute the instruction move A, R0. Now if we compare this instruction with the format, we'll understand that accumulator is the destination operand and R0 is a source operand. So after execution of this instruction, the value of R0 is copied into the register A. So we'll get the result accumulator having the value 25H. Now always remember that the move instruction will copy the value from source to the destination. Hence the value of source is not get affected. Similarly, another example, if we are having the initial value of R5 as a 12H and accumulator with 52H. If we execute the instruction move R5, A. Now in this instruction, R5 is the destination operand and accumulator is a source operand. So value of accumulator will be copied into the destination operand, that is R5. So this 52 will be copied into the R5 and we'll get the result like this. Again, source operand value will not get affected. The source operand value is copied into the destination value. Now always remember that in register addressing mode, one of the operand must be accumulator. Either it is a destination operand or it may be source operand. Always remember that in register addressing mode, the data transfer among the registers of register bank is not allowed. For example, we cannot have the data transfer between the R0 and R4 because both belongs to the register bank. Next addressing mode is direct addressing mode. This addressing mode allows you to specify operand as actual memory address. These memory addresses are typically specified in hexadecimal format. Direct addressing mode uses 00H to 7FH address of RAM memory and 80H to FFH address of SFR register. Hence, we can say that in direct addressing mode, the range of address is 00H to the FFH. In direct addressing mode, both source and destination operand may be direct address, or maybe source operand is a direct address, or maybe destination operand is a direct address. Let's see example of direct addressing mode. Suppose we are having accumulator with the initial value 25H and in address 20H we are having the value 35H. So 20H is an address and at this address location we are having the value 35H. So if we take the instruction move A, 20H. So in this instruction accumulator is a destination operand and 20H is a source operand. So after the execution of this instruction, the source operand, that is 20H, from this direct memory address, the value will be copied into the accumulator. Now we know that this address is having the value 35H. So this 35H value will be copied into the accumulator and will get accumulator with the value 35H. Many times there is a confusion between what is the difference between direct addressing mode and immediate addressing mode. Now this is not a immediate value. Now we have seen the example of immediate addressing mode that whenever we say immediate addressing mode, the value always preceded by the hash symbol. So this is the difference between direct addressing mode and immediate addressing mode. In direct addressing mode, if there is a no hash symbol, that means it is considered as an address, and hash symbol means it is a data value. Next addressing mode is register indirect addressing mode. This mode uses a register to hold the address of an operand. Registers R0, R1 and DPTR are used as a pointer register. Out of this, register R0 and R1 are 8-bit registers, so it can hold 8-bit address, whereas DPTR is a 16-bit register, so it can hold 16-bit address. Let us understand the register indirect addressing mode with one example. Suppose this is our RAM memory. On this RAM memory, we are having the register R0, and initially this R0 is having the value 20H. Similarly, at some address location 20H, we have stored the value 43H. Accumulator initially having the value 25H. So these are the initial conditions. Now, if we execute the instruction move a comma R0. Now in this instruction, accumulator is a destination operand, R0 is a source operand. Now we know that move instruction will copy the value from source operand to the destination operand. So from the source operand R0, the 20H will be copied into the destination operand accumulator. So after execution of this instruction, accumulator will get the value 20H. Similarly, if we take another example, move a comma @R0. Now in this case, our source operand is not a register, it is an address pointer. Whenever this instruction is executed by the microcontroller will take the address pointed by the register R0. That means whatever the value of R0 will be considered as an address, and from this address location, that is nothing but 20H, the value will be accessed. So @R0 will go to the address 20H, and from that address fetch the value 43H and then copy that 43H into the accumulator, and will get the value of accumulator as a 43H. Let us consider one more example of register indirect addressing mode. So R0 is having the value 33H. So this is the value of R0 register, and address 33H is having the value 35H. So at the address 33H, we are having the value 35H. Accumulator is having the value 25H. Now if we execute the instruction move @R0, A. Now in this instruction, @R0 is an destination and accumulator is a source operand. Now accumulator value will be copied into the address pointed by the R0. My R0 register is pointing to the address 33H. So accumulator value will be copied into the address 33H, and this value will get modified. So whenever we execute this instruction, we'll get the result 25H copied at the place of 35H, replacing the value from this address 33H. So we'll get the value 25H in the address 33H. Next addressing mode is indexed addressing mode. Indexed addressing mode is commonly used in accessing the data elements of lookup table entries. This lookup table is located in a program memory, that is ROM memory. Instruction used for this purpose is movc a plus dptr. The C indicates this move instruction is related to the code memory. Code memory is nothing but our program memory ROM. Accumulator and 16-bit dptr form the address of data element stored at a ROM memory. So this accumulator and dptr will perform the addition and find the address. From that location, the data is copied into the accumulator. Let us check one example of indexed addressing mode. Suppose initially accumulator is having the value 07H and dptr is having the value 1234H. We know that dptr is a 16-bit register, so it is pointing to the 16-bit address. This 16-bit address in a memory having some value stored on it. Suppose this address is storing the value 12H. Now, if we execute the instruction move a plus dptr, microcontroller will perform the addition of accumulator and dptr first. Whatever the result of this addition will be considered as an address, and from this new address the value will be copied into the accumulator. So suppose our this new address is having the value 34H. This 34H value will be copied into the accumulator and will get the value of accumulator as a 34H. So this is all about the addressing modes in 8051 microcontroller. Let's summarize all these addressing modes in short. The first addressing mode that we have seen is immediate addressing mode. In this addressing mode, source operand is always the data, and this data is always preceded by the hash symbol. Second addressing mode is register addressing mode. In register addressing mode, both source and destination operands are registers. These registers can be accumulator and any one of the register from R0 to R7. Next addressing mode is direct addressing mode. In direct addressing mode, one of the operand will be direct memory address. That operand may be source operand or maybe destination operand, or maybe both source and destination operand is a memory address. Next addressing mode is register indirect addressing mode. In this addressing mode, the memory address is accessed by using the pointers. In this, register R0 and R1 are used as a 8-bit address pointers, and dptr is used as a 16-bit address pointer. And last addressing mode is indexed addressing mode. This addressing mode is used to access the lookup table data stored in a ROM memory.